Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So, in the last episode, we got a lot done. We went to the Follow Mire, we saved some of our soldiers, we recruited the Iron Bull, and yeah, we are now kind of, having a proper Inquisition now. But now we have a decision. We have to decide between the Templars and. Okay, all right. Just yell right in my ear. But we have to decide between the mages and the Templars. And I did a little research and I was trying to remember, of course, the stories and stuff and what I normally did. And I do remember in my last playthrough that I did actually go with the Templars, but it made more sense for my character at the time. I was trying to romance Cullen, former Templar, you get it. But in this particular case, I am going to actually side with the mages. I do like their little quest. I do vaguely remember it. Again, this stuff's been a long time. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember everything about it. But yeah, and of course, I don't know if I brought this up in the last one. I can't remember. But once you choose one, you cannot do the other. And there will be a reason for that. So, like I said, fun times. But we will get a companion out of this, so there's that. So, anywho, let us go ahead. First, I need to go to the war table and go ahead and wrap up some of these war table quests that I turned around and did. And again, I haven't made any adjustments or anything like that yet. I'll do that soon. Okay. Secure route through the frostbacks.
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Okay, Inquisitor, we have begun sending soldiers along the road from the Follow Mire. I would like to pass on their considerable gratitude for being spared treks across the frostbacks. Our healers seem happier as well. Commander Cullen. Alright, so we got that. Liliana got us some coin, but that's going to be irrelevant soon. And what happened over here? The Chantry remains. Diplomacy won the day. The clerics chosen to receive aid have been most appreciative and have successfully drowned out our detractors. This caused an internal struggle, clerics hiring thugs to kill other clerics. I was forced to intervene. Such despicable behavior from those who aspire to the Sunburst throne. The mood in the Grand Cathedral is tense, but for now, the Chantry can be counted our political ally. Okay. So we have an ally in the Chantry now. Investigate the strange chalk markings. Excerpts from Rector's reports. That is quite a name. Do you know this sign? A triangle point down, two wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks she saw the symbol or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the committee de Bayard. A sweep was done as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. So I'll choose Liliana for this because this seems like it's right down her path. What about a decoy outpost? Set up near a trade route and watch carefully. If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them.
Let's see what we have.
All right. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. And of course, this is something for Josephine. This could work. The Blight is but 10 years past, and Thetis remembers how we were saved. I can use the treaties, leverage the goodwill owed the Wardens, and use it for the Inquisition. You do that. And Cullen, do I have anything for you to do? Because I think he's the last person with. There's nothing else over here. So, can you gather coin? You can. All right.
To work?
And again, this is just to give them something to do while I'm gone, because I am going to be gone for quite some time. But they'll have something to do, and probably by the time I get done with this quest, then we can go ahead and get this going. All right. So, in order to turn around and do this, I basically just have to go to Redcliffe. Which means I need to fast travel here. I think that'll be the easiest route. Sandra, Iron Bull, and Solus. Might end up being the last time we use you for a while.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. So we have our party, and we continue north. Did I see somebody with a level up? I did not. Okay. I guess I'll collect all this iron and stuff.
Taking off.
Oh, a dragon. Yes, let the dragon take off. I don't want to be bothered. The hell?
Like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, wait. Is it going to fight us? Because I'm not looking for a fight with a dragon right now. Oh, hi there. Ow.
Someone help!
Yeah, you guys handle that. Really, Cassandra? Jesus. Man, and this is after I gave her that armor. Oh, damn. Okay, okay. All right, all right. This is not... this isn't a good place to be. Okay, so maybe we don't need to go that way north. Let's see. Is there another way I can go around? Because I would prefer to not have to deal with the dragon. Jesus. Yeah, I do remember there being a dragon fight here, but I didn't realize it was right there. So yeah, let's just go around a different way. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the crossroads. Maybe if I head north that other way, I can kind of see right there. Maybe it'll lead me on a different path. Let's see. Yeah, maybe if I go this way, perhaps. So I think that's kind of like going this way. And then I think if I just follow this road and then just keep going up to the little banner right there and then take a left. Oh, oh, okay. A little stuttering there. It's kind of looking pathish. Yeah, I think this is the right way. Because I know that there's some stuff that kind of happens leading up to Redcliffe, so yeah. I think this is the right way. What do you... Go to the location mentioned in the letter. Sure, I mean, it's along the way. Okay, what do we have here?
Let's look around.
Mercenary Lord Blade. And I don't have a rogue. Wonderful. You know, I really do wish we could, like, you know, just beat down doors. Like, I have fireballs. Stop whatever you was about to do. Alright. Iron Bull, did you take a lot of damage in that? Jesus. Yeah, whatever is going off on the thingy is in there. And I'm not going to be able to get it. Surely Iron Bull can just tear this door down. Yeah, that would of course be too easy and make too much sense. So, it is not a thing. Alright, so I believe I needed to go this way. Yeah, I guess just keep going this way. And I don't know if I've actually ever been this way. Again, it has been quite some time. Yeah, normally I go down there. But I guess it leads the same way.
Redcliffe Village. I want a constant watch on that damn thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons. Watch out, traveler. The veil's ripped open and Maker knows what could come out.
Okay. Okay, let me bag it. Ow. There we go. And let's close this. Okay.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Really? The fuck? We'll have to look into this.
We need to find out what caused.
Maker have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Strangeness is afoot.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Hey.
The veil is weaker here than in Haven, and not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We should talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Alright. So we have time shenanigans going on. Definitely don't remember Haven looking like this in Dragon Age Origins.
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
No, there'll be no talk of this.
It was so real. And when I woke up, the sheets were as cold as ice.
Where's this leading me? So people are having strange dreams.
Our heads down and let the mages and the Templars kill each other. Very well.
Great. Another thing I can't get into. So, rogues can be kind of useful. Probably should have just played as a rogue.
They say a desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. The hero of Ferelden drove the demon away to save him. Make her be praised.
That is true.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love.
Jesus, woman.
For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Okay. That's a pretty nice sized village. And a pretty nice village. And that's Redcliffe Castle. Good God.
That's why.
Widower.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
I can do that at some point.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the table stones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Well, sir, I'm of different blood and probably even more disliked. So what I'm trying to say is I understand. Okay. We have a location marker thingy over here.
I think we should go.
Go. In the middle of the wall.
I'll keep an eye out.
The Hero of Ferelden. Okay, I kind of want to read that. Let's see. Characters. It's Blackwall. Yeah, there we go. The Hero of Ferelden was the younger son of Bryce Cousland, Terran of Highever, when Arl Howe's forces attacked Castle Cousland and murdered most of the Cousland family. The hero escaped to safety with Grey Warden Commander Duncan, who then recruited him into the Order. After defeating the Archdemon and ending the Fifth Blight, the Hero of Ferelden was wed to Queen Honora. He bore the title of Prince Consort, and the two lived happily until he disappeared several years later. His current whereabouts are unknown. Yeah. And that is, of course, the character from the first game. So, yeah. But, I mean, this is... Dragon Age Inquisition is, what, I think about 20 years after the first game, so... God only knows where I could be at this point. Confront Tanner in Redcliffe Village. Okay, before I do that...
Merchants coming in now say there are countless bodies lying butchered on the
Look
side
at
of
the
the road.
sky and those stories about all that magic.
So, is this you? Sister Tanner.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
You're with the Chantry.
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
So, you're a smuggler.
I found the letter you sent to Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
You can do better with us. Or Cassandra.
Let's see. Impersonating a sister, smuggling, this dishonoring chantry robes. I can think of more if you like. Or you could put your skills to use for the Inquisition.
And you'd keep quiet? Nobody else has to know?
That will depend on how honest your efforts are on our behalf.
All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Yeah, I don't know about that. All right. So we have another agent. That is the Red Cliff Village Chantry. I will not go in there for right now.
Alright. You want to do more to help? Let's join the Inquisition. Do you mean it?
Let's see. Mages, where art thou? There we go.
A fair cook and you're a fine leather worker. May you be with you.
In here?
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You asked us, ma'am.
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Something weird is happening.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Val Royeaux.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
The hell? Okay. Also, Iron Bull, the fuck? Maybe I should have left you at the damn, at Haven. You're ignoring the breach.
What about the giant hole in the veil that's spewing demons everywhere? You're just going to pretend it isn't there?
I am not forgetting the breach, but we can only fight one war at a time. The Templar threat was immediate. If we live, we can worry about the torn veil.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Oh, that is quite the outfit.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Oh, and you have a shit mustache, so I know you're evil. Tell me about this alliance.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Fiona said she's indentured.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Sir, you don't even look like you would live 10 years. When did this happen?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Yes, indeed. What does Deventer gain?
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Ma'am, you made a horrible decision. Though I'm pretty sure you made a horrible decision under duress, but whatever. Where's the Arl?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Al Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Oh, this is definitely bullshit. This is a long way from home.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here.
Thanks, Josephine.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
We don't think small here.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
Yeah, it's probably all the blood
Fiona,
magic.
I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Uh-huh.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Wonderful.
Did the Magister's son give you that? Why would he help you?
It's worth investigating.
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
Well, the intrigue continues. Alright, so we need to go to the Chantry. I guess I could have just went there earlier.
Make a speech.
What do you want, revered mother?
Good day to you, my child.
Do you support the mages?
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Should there be circles?
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
Okay. Are you alone here?
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
Do you support this alliance?
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned on Draft Day. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magister's laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
I will leave you to your duties.
Make a speed you, my child.
Yeah, they're not doing so well right now. Even less well in Veilguard.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Oh, okay. Just right off the bat. Well, we still got a couple more rounds to go. Don't mind me. Just gonna skirt around the battlefield here. There we go.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
You know, I will say this, and then I will go ahead and continue on with the game. Dorian Pavis is one of the greatest characters in BioWare history. I love him. He's absolutely great. He is a wonderful character, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah. Where's Felix?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Something wrong with Felix? You're a magister?
Are you a magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Okay, why help us?
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
That sounds bad. That sounds ridiculous. Yes, that sounds bad.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More. That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
Oh, great. So we have the Fade literally shitting on us, and now we have time magic, which is great. This is a lot to swallow.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic.
When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Great. Why are you telling me this?
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
I wonder if this is going to have implications in Dragon Age Veilguard, because, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
I'm flattered.
All this for me. And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
That's fair. Okay, so we've made contact with the mages now. And of course, now we have a decision to make, and we have already made that decision of whether or not to side with the mages or side with the Templars.
Do we believe that both Alexius's son and apprentice are turning on him? It seems someone wants to trap us either way.
Vince, they can't sneeze without stabbing each other in the back.
I mean, their whole society is kind of built around it. I mean, when you think about it, honestly, like, they're essentially just drow, but just human drow. All right, let's get to that war table. And I don't think there's any more talking I need to do with anybody.
Need something?
Carry on.
Walk in peace.
Yeah. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and save this because, yeah, we're going to be at this for a while. I'm going to try to keep this all in one episode, but yeah, this is going to be a while. Alrighty. Cullen, you're still working. Josephine, you finished.
Simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
I was correct. Spreading word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them. Josephine. Oh, I have griffin robes now. And I have some gold. Thank you very much. Alright, Ferelden. In Hushed Whispers or Champions of the Just. Note, choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under the control of Magister Girin Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Adar and the powers to reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Adar to the castle, alone, to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Liliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat, while Alexius's attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Recommended levels 4 to 7. So yeah, we're going to be in this a while. Let me make sure my armor and stuff is correct. I want to see what this griffin robe is. Maybe it's better. I doubt it. Oh, slightly better actually. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and wear that. And then as far as the Shokratar goes, I guess I don't need to worry about it. And my staff is still the best staff, if I'm not mistaken. That's a little bit better. But, okay, it's +5 attack. And that's on top of the other aspect of it. Maybe I should. What about you? It's about the same. Magnetic staff. Would be nice to be able to use that, but unfortunately I am level 8 and not level 9. But it only really gives like 9 willpower, so it's not that much better. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and switch this. Okay. I kind of like too that goes with my horns. Man, things as a human that I wish I had, like horns and tails and extra arms. Even though I do wonder, like, how does old buddy like go to sleep with that? Okay, so in Hushed Whispers, we are a go.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
How nice of him.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me?
He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you. Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep. Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
And as you can see, again, if you're romancing Cullen, this is just so sweet. Let's see. I don't think it's over.
The Magister's son, Felix, told me Alexius is in a cult that's obsessed with me. I doubt they'll graciously receive our apologies and go about their business.
They will remain a threat, and a powerful one, unless we act.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
What if we contact the Arl?
Where is the Arl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunnerim to petition the crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle. Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Keep attention on Adar while we disable the Magister's defenses. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
No, I'm down for it. All right, so we have Dorian now. Cassandra, I'll go with the usual cast because again, I don't want to. It sucks, but yeah, I need people that's gonna attack. I kind of want to bring Blackwall because Cassandra has been failing me a lot, but these are the choices.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Master Adar only. These others will have to remain here.
They're negotiators.
They have to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you?
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Because you simply ooze trust.
Of course she trusts you, Alexius. I'm sure lots of people put their lives in your hands. You have one of those faces.
Yes, the Magisterium tells me that so often. Shall we begin our talks? The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
We have connections.
The Inquisition has many backers among the Orlesian nobility. I'm sure we can find suitable compensation.
I'm not sure what the Orlesian nobility have to offer that I don't already possess.
He knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
He's concerned about you.
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control.
Sir, you've stolen a whole castle.
You're nothing but a mistake.
Ah, there it is again, the racism. I do love it. Well, in this case, it might not be racism. What was supposed to happen?
If I'm a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One, for this world.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliche everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Who is the Elder One?
That's who you serve? The one who killed the Divine? Is he a mage?
Soon, he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
Yeah, we've kind of already dealt with them.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
And now we're in the Twilight Zone.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Oh. Oh, great. 2 mages. This is going to be swell. Let's both get this going.
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. What? How far?
Did we go forward in time or back? And how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we? Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
Wonderful. What about the others?
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Do you know this Elder One?
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
What was supposed to happen?
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
Not really.
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
Oh, that's so sweet. What if we can't get back?
And what happens if we can't get back?
Then we get comfortable in our new present.
Yep. Time shenanigans. And I'm starting to remember certain things from this mission, and it's not great. It's not great at all. So Dorian, you're gonna be the new person dealing with protecting us and such. Peaceful aura. Let's see. You've learned to cast barrier with a more stable magic pattern. Your barrier holds its full strength for long before it begins to decay. Let's not worry about that for right now. The spell and this. And that. Okay. And then I think I want you to kind of double down on this fire stuff that you got going. So let's do flash fire. Immolate. Immolate burns hotter and has a shorter cooldown time, allowing you to rain fire upon your enemies more often. Or Immolate no longer has a cooldown, but casting it multiple times in succession costs additional mana. Not gonna do that. Flashfire burns brighter and hotter, intensifying the panic that your enemy suffers. Enemies panicked by flashfire leave a trail of damaging flames behind them when they run. That sounds useful. Let's see. I guess let's just go all in on this stuff. Okay, we have a prison key. Also, do we have any armor that Dorian can wear? It's Belt of Winter packed. You don't even have any winter spells at all. Okay. Who is this for? Varric. Okay. Oh, you can wear that. I mean, I guess in theory we could give you that. It's not that much better. Okay. So nothing there, really. Yeah, this is better. Not that much better, but it is better. Okay, and I think that's pretty much all we can do for right now. This might be a little tough. So how much inventory space do we have? We can't have that much. Yep. Crap. Is there any accessories I can wear? I really hope these schematics ain't taking up space. Let's see. We don't need this. So let me just do it this way. Okay, all these are equipped. Don't need two of these. I'll hold off on that for right now. rid of some of these. Don't need that. Don't need this or that. And I think we can do pretty much the same thing with the armor as well. Get rid of that. Okay, so this will free up a little bit of space. Not sensing anything else around here. Okay, where to? Upper cells. Anybody around here? Who are you?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Sir, are you okay? We keep going up, and I don't know if we should be doing that just yet. Let me go the other way and see if there's anything down there. That's where we came from.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Yeah, Ferelden architecture isn't great. Sure. So this was just a dead end. Okay. So we were going the right way. And there's nothing that way. What do we got here? Leaf mace schematic? This ominous music kind of reminds me of something in Game of Thrones. Hey, dude. Alright. Turned into absolutely nothing. Okay, what's over here?
Bottles of beer on the wall. 300 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around.
Iron Bull.
You're not dead. You're supposed to be dead. There was a burn on the ground and everything.
Alexius didn't kill us. His spell sent us through time. This is our future.
Well, it's my present, and in my past, I definitely saw you both die.
You don't look well.
Are you all right? You don't look so good.
Red lyrium. If I'm lucky, it'll kill me. If not, I'm hoping I die fighting.
You're dying?
No, he's not. If we find Alexius, we go back and none of this will happen. Remember?
Alexius isn't the one you need to worry about. It's his Elder One. He killed the Empress of Orlais and used the confusion to launch an invasion of the South. The army was all demons. You ever fought a demon army? I don't recommend it.
Jesus. We'll make Alexius pay.
We'll make Alexius regret what he's done.
Let's move. No time like the present.
Yes, so as you can see, this timeline sucks. Do I want to go down here? Oh no, Cassandra.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
Love of my life, no.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
You're hurt.
You look wounded. Maybe we can help.
Nothing you do can help me now. I'll be with the Maker soon.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
You know, I'm curious on how this works, because if we go back in time, this doesn't happen. But also, if we go back in time, like, they still exist in another timeline. So does their timeline essentially just become a timeline where I didn't succeed? This is all confusing. But I was just thinking, like, I don't know how that works. I don't know, like, if you go back and undo something in order to fix something in another timeline, wouldn't it technically create a different timeline? But I don't know. Alexius will pay for this.
And I'll make sure Alexius suffers for his crimes.
None of this will happen. Andraste, please let that be true.
Magister's in his throne room. Vince say he locked himself in.
Because, yeah, I mean, the timeline doesn't end just because we go back. It just becomes a different timeline. So, I don't know what happens to them afterwards. But I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in these things. This doesn't look like this was the right way to go. What are you? Just something I can sell. I guess we're gonna have to go around. Seriously, why is Redcliffe Castle so confusing? So I guess we need to go back up and then across. But can we? No, we have to go across the other way. Okay. Yeah, we can go this way. We can't go the other way. Just left the blood here? Okay. Fiona.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Is lyrium growing out of you?
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
Man, it only took a year for things to get this bad? Good God. Nobody stood a chance, I guess. We need to go back.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
Alexius will wish I died.
That Magister is going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Oh, great. Liliana has been through so much. She really doesn't need to go through anything else. And you know, now that I think about it,
It's an infection. Why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
and now that I think about it, like, it's even worse for Liliana if she romanced the Warden. Because I think the Warden leaves no matter what, so, like, she loses everything. And even not losing, like, even not romancing the Warden, she still loses her friend. There you go. Cassandra, really?
Andraste, have mercy on their souls.
Nice to be doing anything at all. I'm enjoying it while it lasts.
Also, fuck these guys, so. Stuff and things. Take a potion. And I will take one as well. I just did that because there's a cache over here. I can't get into that door. Unless I picked up a key or something. Nope, need a rogue. Jesus. Like, you just can't, you know, grow it a different way. It's even bleeder. Don't need that. A guard's journal. It looks like Liliana should be up here somewhere. Oh, the torture chambers. Wonderful. Good God. What the hell is that? Is that like something to take your brain out or something? Or, you know what? I have stuff to do. Hopefully we can use all these materials.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
I guess. Oh, God. Who the hell put that down? Dorian, was that yours? I don't even think he has that ability yet. Good.
May she find peace at the Maker's side.
Bleeder of Souls. And something for Varric there. What we got here? 60 gold. Okay, I heard Liliana earlier.
How did the Canary learn of the sacrifice of the temple? You will break.
I will die first. Or you will.
There you go.
You're alive.
And you look like a corpse. That's a long story.
We never died in the first place. Alexius miscalculated.
Then it will be his last mistake. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I have to get back.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, even if we do go back and fix everything, it doesn't change anything.
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Everybody died. That's pretty much the end of it. Good Lord.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part
Oh,
of the castle.
wonderful.
If there is one.
Both of y'all need it. Okay. I'm gonna stay back over here. Ow. Ow. Well, nice to know those annoying things are still around. Let's push onward. I wonder if I could have just opened this right off the bat. So, any doors or any loot? Swear, these lootless folks is really getting on my nerve.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Lenore.
I mean, I do have a hard time picturing Tevinter being a nice place, considering all the stuff we've heard about it. Potion. Potion. Just lovely red lyrium everywhere.
The breach, it's
everywhere.
The Elder One and his Venator. They are the ones who opened the breach.
Can't see. Excuse me. Ow. Got a nice little bottleneck there. And another one. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah, y'all just keep doing your thing. Okay. Yeah, can we please kind of hurry this up so we can go ahead and get back? Because this is all terrible.
I am not a child. I could.
Let's see, is this journal? Actually, yeah, what did that say? What's about Dorian? That's about the Magister. Bah. I'm not sure where it went. But I'm guessing things didn't go well for Alexius. And I'm fairly certain things didn't go well for him.
No! Connor!
It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist.
He resisted that demon to the last.
So, was that our human son, Connor? Spellbinder's Journal. With every failed time spell, the Magister grows a bit more paranoid. Or perhaps it's not paranoia, since the older one really will kill him for his failures. The distinction hardly matters. After the 10th failure, he began locking himself in the Great Hall during his waking hours. After the 20th, he had the foot soldiers excavate a shard doorway from parts unknown and painstakingly install it in the castle. Now, his most trusted assistants can only see him if we all go at once, together, which we must do twice a day to bring him his meals, as he never leaves that room at all. Yeah, it's not going so well for you.
You know,
Yes, I know.
and you're not going to tell me.
You'll find out soon enough.
So we got banner. That's it. And there's an enemy through this. There's a lot of enemies through the door. Oh, just demons everywhere. Wonderful. Oh, excuse me. Why is there so many enemies in here? Is it the rift? Okay. Yeah, I don't think you should.
Alexius is close.
I don't think you should have a rift inside the castle. Just a thought. Well, hello, Dorian. You seem to be late. I think this is the door we came through. Excuse me, guys. Please move. And that's just a blob piece of somebody. Okay, let's go to the main hall, I guess. I'm sure there won't be a boss battle at all.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around.
Yeah, you mentioned that. It can never be easy, can it? Like, is there anybody even alive here?
Take out that charter quickly.
Maybe just a couple of those pronged helmets.
Sure, do what you want, man. You deserve it at this point.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Vanguard coat. So I guess we have to find 5 pieces of this red lyrium shard. And I'm guessing we're going to have to fight in every single one of these places.
Somebody had very questionable taste.
They haven't seen us. We could take them by surprise.
See us now. Ow.
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
All right, I'm full again. So what can we get rid of this time? Shoot. Surely I have some useless armor I can get rid of. I'll hold on to that for a sec. Well, no, we have stronger stuff here, so surely it's not that useful. And I don't want to destroy any of the DLC stuff. Weapons. I'll get rid of these. If they're not being equipped, then I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of it. These two are the same thing. Okay. That leaves us with 51 slots. Yeah, we really got to sell all these valuables. That'll free up some space. Okay, we have another little red lyrium shard. And I think I'll just pass on trying to pick up any more items. Just have to tough it out. Hey, buddy. I was just wondering why he was sitting there looking at me crazy. Okay, another red lyrium shard. Studies on the blight. Introduction of blight to prisoners yields no discernible pattern. Disease progresses erratically. Some subjects die within hours despite all efforts. Others show no symptoms at all. Subjects may harbor some natural resistance, which makes isolation and testing a priority. A later entry follows. 6 more subjects died. Transfusion of blood from resistant prisoners slow the rate of corruption and only slightly. Healthy flesh taken from live subject and implanted in the infected will often die even before corruption spreads to it. In cases where implantation is successful, blight corruption spreads across donor flesh faster than host flesh. Prisoner Liliana has been the most useful source of resistant blood and skin to date. Good God.
Might be more my thing.
It is. What do we got in here? Sure. Yeah, funny how you can do this now for this Iron Bull, but you can't do this for like a regular door. Okay, doesn't really seem to be anything else in there. Let you lead this charge. All right. Red lyrium, where art thou? I guess it'll be in the next room. Or further down the hallway.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Lover's not right half. That's not. Okay, got a shard there. Oh, great. Shield dudes.
Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
You know, the Iron Bull makes me want to
Back to the main hall.
play as a warrior sometimes. Okay, so we've cleared this now. Inventory is 54 out of 60. Well, this has not been a fun experience, but let's go ahead and get out of this. And I really do hope everybody in this timeline can find some way out of all of this. Let's finish this.
It's over, Alexius.
So it is. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
The end?
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
I mean, at this point, that would be merciful, but this timeline is fucked. Give us the amulet.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you get what you want.
I want the world back.
Oof. I mean, this is always gonna be a bad ending for you, sir. Please stop popping up around me. How many times are we gonna have to do this with you, sir? Heal. You need to heal, sir. Can I just kind of hide out over here? Can we please kill him now? Die. Thank you.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This must be hard for you.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
And I'm guessing him dying didn't help.
Was wondering when he'd show. We'll head out front. Keep them off your tail.
What was wrong with your hand? We'll do our best.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
Get in there, Liliana. Get in there.
You'll have to do better than that.
Yeah, you little shit. You're done here.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona.
Queen Anora.
Oh.
When I granted your mage's sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Your Majesty, let me assure you, we never intended any of this.
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave Ferelden at once.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
We could offer you protection. And also, Queen Honora, it's been quite some time.
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Well, they are allies. I mean, this was a bad situation all the way around, but we're looking for allies.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your...
Greatly disapproves.
Whether you accept the Inquisition's alliance or not, you will leave my kingdom.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Cassandra, come on now. You still love me, right? Come on now. Like, don't be too upset.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
We need their cooperation.
We need them to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
We need lyrium. I can help.
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this. Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors. We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Well, there goes my nap.
And I'd hope to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap. Maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
No, you don't. I'm glad you're staying.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
All right. So we managed to save the mages at great cost. I mean, Liliana hates us. I mean, not Liliana, but Cassandra hates us now. So hopefully she won't hate us for too long. Okay, I have one magic point that I can use. What should I use it on? Because I think I was going with ice stuff, right? Winter stillness. And I do tend to move around a lot in combat, so I can find some moments where I can just be still and gain some of my energy. So let's go with that. Also, let me see if I can use this staff now. Is that the one? Because it's not that good. Staff of Stasis, Staff of the Dragon. %5 attack, 4% barrier. Damage bonus. On dying, 5% chance to heal for half health. If I die, well, that sucks. And then the other one was this. Fine. It's not much stronger, but still. Then I'm already wearing the Griffin robes, so yeah, not a whole lot going on there. I have stuff to sell. Because we are not done yet.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, that didn't really free up that much space. Sturdy Bianca grip. Yeah, let me go ahead and add that stuff to Bianca. Let me see. How does that work exactly? Yeah, how do you upgrade Bianca?
I have not studied those skills.
Ooh, Magister Staff. What do I need for this? 14 metal, 6 metal, 6 cloth. I think I have this. Oh, okay, right. So this determines what actually, what damage it does. So let's say iron. And then this will give me pluses to magic and stuff. So yeah, let's say that. I don't need strength. Then Summerstone. I don't think this is any... I don't think this is that much better than anything that I already have. Right? Because I think the one that I have right now does 55 damage. Let's see. Oh, it does 53. Okay, so yeah, I guess I will go ahead and make that then. Let me also see what I can do as far as armor. Can I upgrade this armor? Griffin robes. No upgrades available for this item. Oh shit. Okay. Craft weapons. Where's the craft armor thing? Okay. Now, I am so sorry, sir. I did not mean to shoot you. Okay. So this is 112. Okay. So what can I would like something that looks better than that. Now, I do remember that again, there is some type of thing that I can use that will actually allow me to use pretty much any type of armor. Let's see. What is it, though? Yeah, I may have to look it up, but I know that there's something that you can use, and when you use it, it allows you to remove the armor restriction. But okay, that's for Vanguard, so can't use that. Also, what's wrong with your arm there, sir? Okay, so silk is 89. Lustrous cotton. Just give me +4 magic. But I don't think this is any stronger than what I already have. And I can't wear this because this is for warriors only. And I don't think I have the item to remove said restriction. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and keep what I got for now. And then hopefully I can unlock some other stuff later on. And maybe unlock some better armors. Alright, now for the staff stuff. I don't think I have is the Magister staff. So let's do... yeah, let's do Onyx. This is 6 magic and 3 willpower. And then this is 6 constitution. And that's all. So bump that up to 9 willpower. Yeah, let's use the lustrous cotton. So 6 constitution and 9 willpower. Alright, resolute endearing staff. Let's change that to pole. Alright. And I am going to use that pole. But yeah, I'm not sure how you upgrade Bianca's. I mean, we'll just upgrade Bianca. Apprentice coat arms, light arms. Is that an accessory? Or is that actual armor? Accessories upgrades. Okay. Modify weapons, modify armor. And there's nothing that can be modified. Except for these weapons. We don't have runes or anything. Okay.
You need something? Let me know.
Tactician's renewal. A single-use amulet lets the bearer clear his mind. Oh, okay. This just lets you respec. there's nothing back here. All right. I guess I would like to see Cassandra. Your inventory. How good is your armor? Okay, she has the Free Marches helmet and Vanguard armor. It's 107. Well, I guess I could make 2 Vanguard armors or something like that. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I can make anything that's going to be better. Yeah, and all these would make it like 143. So we can use ram leather, canine leather, or bear hide. And each one of them is just for cold resistance. Alright, so we'll use the bear hide. Yeah, let's do electric resistance. Okay. And then I'll give this to Cassandra. Oh, actually, it takes her health down a bit. Well, shit. What about Iron Bull? It's not really helpful for you either. And Blackwall, well, maybe I'll give it to you. Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to take your health down. But sure, I guess. And then we'll sell some of this other stuff. And then we'll be on our way.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Weird, right?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
And you're a mage, so that's saying something. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Cassandra, can I flirt with you?
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Maybe I should have conscripted them.
It never ends, evidently.
That's the truth.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I hope it'll work out.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh, I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Ma'am, your name appeared first with a big, gigantic, greatly disapproves. But I'll still flirt with you.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
She knows she likes me.
Yes?
And there's nothing else.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
She couldn't be mad at me forever.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Do you and I have a problem?
You weren't happy with how I brought in the mages. You have a problem with me as well.
Of course not. I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here. That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
Okay. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the charges on our side. All's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Alright, so I guess I have dialogue with everybody. Black Wall hiding over here.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it. I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
It was a good cause.
If the history you pursue benefits the wardens, then it was worth it.
I've never been more certain of my decision to join you.
We will do better.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
You already know what I think of your forces. I'm not sure what else there is to say.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Again, why do you say it like that?
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
All right. Sir, were you listening into the conversation? He was gonna zip back over there. Oh, I'm sure Liliana has thoughts.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one God, one life, one death.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We need to eliminate it.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Catch my breath.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Alright, Solus, you greatly approve the things.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian is certain.
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
Also, why was that slightly disapprove? I saw you there? No, I didn't, but I kind of want to say that. Yeah, I saw you there, sure.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Well, I mean, okay.
What can I do for you?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Sarah, do you have any thoughts?
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
They're here to help us.
These mages are here to aid the Inquisition. Don't worry.
Sure, don't worry. Magic up there, magic down here. What's to worry about? I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Okay.
It is good to be surrounded by mages again. Really? The debate, the crackle of magic, the smell of old books. The breach is a magical problem. The mages will help us solve it.
Well, some people appreciate it. That's nice.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
No killing.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
I want you to die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
I'll leave you to your work.
Sometimes I kind of hate that you can't romance Liliana. I think it would have been an interesting romance to have, but also something that would have been good for her, considering all the stuff that she went through.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well. I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. were becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Hmm. It's been this way for years.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Hmm. You make it sound easy.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk?
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
I really need to be careful with this, but sure. You sound too good to be true.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Arlesian politics, Lady Montillier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
This is tough. I think I'm just gonna stick with the I don't claim to be holy. You know, I'm just trying to save the world any way that I can.
I tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
She always looks so angry.
That will help.
Will it help free up my inventory? Let's see. I said 47. Good God.
Greetings.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Okay. Also, Dorian, where are you? Oh, you're over there by Solus. Okay, we'll speak to Solus and then we will proceed. Excuse me, we'll speak to Dorian, then we'll proceed.
As there is but one God, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he is Omega.
Just standing there looking goofy.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Hallam Sharal? Cows milking farmers?
That sound okay. I'll think of something.
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Bro, could you move? Dorian, from my understanding, does have a pretty good romance, but don't think I'm gonna pursue him. I've actually never seen the full romance with him. I have done his personal quests and stuff like that. I'm always real good friends with Dorian. Um, let's see. Is that so terrible? Actually, you know what? I'll flirt with him this one time.
If that means they're anything like you, I approve.
Ha! There aren't many mages back home like me.
I'd believe that.
I never fit in. Bloodstains are so difficult to clean, you see.
So we're doomed to a future of blood magic, then?
Not at first. But you'd be a fool not to see where this could lead. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
I can understand that. Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I hadn't noticed.
Some more than others.
Some people have superior taste. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Your family is angry with you?
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
I'm pretty sure that's going to come back to bite you at some point. You don't like Tevinter?
I'm getting the impression you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
Sounds like America. Let's see. Why not go back?
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters. I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
Careful breeding?
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Tell me about the Imperium.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. It's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
Do mages truly rule there?
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
Strange? Why are you less qualified to rule than some tart with a fancy crown? Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
The magisterium?
What is the magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All majors now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
What are you then?
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
And an Altus is?
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
What about the Archon?
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
So, how does one become the Archon? I wonder if it's like the citizens vote, but I would assume that like the citizens wouldn't vote because they have so many strict classes. Maybe it's like the Magisterium votes it in place or something like that. Again, it's interesting the parallels between, of course, Tevinter and the Roman Empire, but also Tevinter and the United States. But mages do rule.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule, then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Is that true?
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Is that bad?
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing?
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
But let me ask you something else.
Of course.
The Imperium has a chantry.
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine?
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Is it really that different?
Is the Imperial Chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
You have circles?
There are circles of magi in the Imperium?
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers.
They don't use lyrium?
Ha! As if there'd be any left for them. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce the Magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
So they have like a bunch of Hogwarts there. The Black Divine, I'm guessing this is like the Black Pope, I think it's called. Or is it the Anti-Pope? Can't remember.
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
Disagreement?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
In a way, it's kind of like with Islam, how Jesus is still acknowledged as a prophet, but he's just not considered the son of God. He's just another prophet. And then, of course, Muhammad is the last prophet, and there would be no more after him. Your divine is male.
So the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Are you religious?
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
I agree with you.
I share your opinion, actually.
That's not surprising, considering what the Inquisition represents. I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
In me?
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You are what we needed most at the moment we needed it. That's what they will say in ages to come.
I'm surprised you think that.
You don't seem like the religious sort, to be honest.
If you define religious as sitting in a chantry and listening to a blithering hen tell you how to live, then no. If you define it as believing in the possibility that something larger than yourself exists, then yes, by all means. The world is bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
Again, love Dorian's character.
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
I think that'll be all right now.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
Have you seen Alexius?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
So yeah, we got a nice little bit of lore there about Tevinter. Okay, let's see what needs to be done in the war room. But first, let me save. Again, I really do like Dorian's character. He's very interesting. He has a very interesting view that you haven't really seen so far in the series. But yeah, and I hope you see him in Veilguard. I think he's been mentioned in some of the comics, and I think the anime that came out. Good God. But yeah, I think he was mentioned in the comic that some of the comics that has come out since Dragon Age Inquisition, and I believe he was mentioned in the anime, but I can't remember the anime. That was a while back when I watched it, and it was just kind of something I watched, and that was the end of it. So, can't really rely on it for lore bits and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we'll see Dorian again. Okay, we got an Inquisition perk. Detailed study of magic and the places and creatures that interact with it. I could get that. I do kind of want to get this dialogue stuff. Again, though, I am going to cheat and just get all this stuff eventually at some point. But I'll probably do it here shortly. Let's see. And I already have underground knowledge. Training and proper weight distribution during hard riding significantly increases resistance to being unseated. Don't really care about that one. But I'll do this one. Grants a 5% increase in XP earned. So that means I have 3 points technically in this. And then the next time I get a point, and maybe I'll be able to spend it in this, but I'm not sure. Okay, what do we got up here? Investigate the strange chalk markings. The spies report. Posts set up along the Imperial Highway, ostensibly to guard trade routes and facilitate procuring supplies for the Inquisition. Eyes on all approaches. Fourth night. A caravan carrying refugees makes camp nearby for protection. After midnight, a young woman on crutches makes small talk with patrol guard. After he passes, she crouches and makes the mark on a tent post. The woman pretends for half an hour to know nothing. When it becomes clear the ruse will not work, she kisses an Andrastian locket and says, "Glory to those across the seas." She dies. The locket was poisoned. Huh. I'm going to assume that she was a crow. The University of Orlais. To the leaders of the Inquisition, the death of so many good souls at the Temple of the Sacred Ashes is a tragedy, compounded by the frenzy of posturing that has taken place in the race for Divine Justinian's successor, which all too frequently uses the University of Orlais as a scapegoat for ills, perceived or real. Considering your recent cowing of these clerics, the university is hoping you might see your way to protecting us from their rhetoric. Such a partisanship could be beneficial for us both. We have research, magical as well as mundane, that we'd be pleased to share in exchange for aid in these trying times. Okay, so let's see what Josephine says. A bit of diplomacy to tell the clerics where their attacks are unwelcome should be enough, provided it is done delicately. Liliana, we could arm the university with what they like best, information. Give them ammunition against anyone who speaks against them. The attacks will cease. Cullen, a few soldiers stationed at the university along with some mercenaries should be enough of a demonstration of support to deter Chantry attacks. Yeah, let's... You know, Orlais is all about the cloak and dagger, so let's go with this.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. Still haven't done that one yet. Alright, thank you for the gold, Cullen. An offer from the Blades of Asarian. Your worship, the Blades of Asarian keep supplies along the shore. Consider them at your disposal. Our former leader increased our cachets significantly, although some consider his methods dishonorable. Ivor of the Blades. Sure, soldiers can get it. And an ally from Starkhaven. Is that Sebastian? Answer a request from Hasmol. Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmol's circles sustained significant damage during the uprising. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elect to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hasmel's people would happily throw them to the wolves even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust your sympathies with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Okay. We can arrange safe passage from Hasmel and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor. And what's this other one? An ally from Starkhaven. The Inquisition has received a missive from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Vale, sole heir of the Vale Princess of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As a most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of Most Holy Justinian V keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatens to claim all of Thedas. I extend Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Together, let us right the wrongs visited upon our world. Prince Sebastian Vale. I will send emissaries, though the Free Marches cities have always been independent. Earning the support of the most prosperous ones may be to our advantage.
Let us begin.
That's going to take 3 hours, so this will probably be done by the time I get done rendering this. In Your Heart Shall Burn is the next quest. Okay, I'm going to save this again. And let us jump into this. And after that, I'll call it for this video. Join forces with your allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once and for all.
Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
Recommended levels 8 to 11. I think I'm only like level 9. But alright.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Oh yeah, this is gonna suck. All right, so we will be taking, as per usual, Iron Bull, Cassandra, and Dorian. Maybe I should have took Solus with me. Kind of forgot about him.
Focus past the Herald. Let his will draw from you.
You did it.
And the breach is closed. And there were no problems afterwards.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
We all did this.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Well, it looks like we're about to get it.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the... We must get to the gates.
So, celebratory drinks are on hold.
We have to put up barricades or something.
Always something. You're important. Go protect us.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him, he knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. This Elder One.
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
All right. This is going to be tough. Ow. On top of this, I gotta deal with a bunch of people who are equipped to deal with me. Kill that thing, please. All right. What are we doing here?
Keep them off us!
Oh, it's a horde. Wonderful. Alright, got one coming from this way, guys. No, you don't. Damn it, Iron Bull, you just destroyed my cover.
Keep them back! We're ready to fire!
chain this stuff together.
Centered and clear! Fire!
There we go.
They felt that. We'll reload. You get to the other trebuchet. It is firing.
This way. We must get this trebuchet firing.
This looks like a lot of people. I don't know if we can beat all of these folks. Oh, shit. Really, Cassandra? Yeah, you're not really good at this whole warrior thing.
Keep them off the trebuchet.
Guys. There we go. This looks like some shit that would happen in Dynasty Warriors. Got you again, Elder One. I don't got that.
We can't face it here. We have to do something.
Everyone to the gates.
This sounds like a good time to run.
Help me with this door. Just grab it.
Oh boy.
Move it! Move it! We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Let's grab people on the way.
Shit. Is there anybody over here? Okay, no. Ow. I'll do what I can. Oh, this was the wrong way. This is the wrong way. Guys, we got bigger problems to worry about. Oh, shit. Did we just attract 2 groups over here? Wonderful. Who said that? Who is saying that?
You hear that? Survivors!
Oh, if you can figure all these enemies, I'll be more than happy to help.
Another dead one.
Well, beat him, Jesus.
You hear that? Survivors! Watch out! The flames will reach the pond! We're losing people.
Well, my Inquisition is doing a shit job right now.
Need some help here! Didn't expect this from you. Thanks. Let's go.
Okay, is there anybody else?
A survivor!
How can I get in?
Someone help me!
Working on it.
Out of time. Let me out of here. It appears we have done all we can. To the Chantry.
All right. I'm pretty sure we missed some people. And I'm guessing I'll hear about this after the fact if we make it.
Move! Keep going! The Chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy!
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
How do I stop him?
I don't care what he wants. How do I stop him?
It won't be easy. He has a dragon.
We know what he... Herald, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What do you mean?
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers. I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
Well, Cullen, can you get them out?
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Harold, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
Well, I'll do my best.
All right, time to get loud.
Shit, my head's about. Let's do a barrier. Okay. Up to it. Right. Oh, it's not out there. It's the other way. I move. Great. Great.
There's our glorious end. All it needs is aiming.
Ow. Okay, I need to heal myself. Right. Please stop doing that. Let's see. I am going to upgrade everybody. I wasn't going to initially, but I do need the help. I can't unlock this ability? Oh, I don't have a point. Wonderful. Iron Bull. Sure. Turn the blade. Any blow you can see, you can turn aside. All damage coming from the front is reduced. Sure. Dorian, what can you do? When you or your allies have an active barrier, the beneficial energy invigorates them and helps them recover mana or stamina. Fortifying blast. Each enemy you can strike with a mind blast increases your protective barrier as you turn their pain into your power. You can now use mind blast to remove all negative status effects from yourself. None of that is as good as I thought it would be. Pyromancer, you have mastered the summoning of fire, increasing your effectiveness when panicking or burning enemies. Clean burn. Your spells burn away ambient magic that would otherwise slow down your casting. Every spell you cast shortens your active cooldown times. Sure. Keep at it. Okay, we're doing good so far.
Here they come. Get ready.
Oh, what the fuck is that? You know what? Yeah, let's not. Guys, y'all are real close to me. Oof, just in time. Buddy, you gonna get up now? Ah, good old Corypheus.
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
Fun fact, he was in Dragon Age 2, so yeah. Why are you doing this?
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
Don't think so, buddy.
You're forcing this fight for no reason.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not. I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gore.
The Divine died for this. Why?
Why did the Divine die? For this chaos?
The chaos will empower me and ensure we no longer beg at the feet of the invisible. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion withered Tevinter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Your arrogance blinds you. Good to know. If I'm dying, it's not today.
That's more that you get to fly away. In your heart shall burn, an achievement has been earned. And now we get to the real meat of the game. It's going to be fun times ahead. Not doing too well. Can't run.
There.
Great. Mark of the Rift. You have gained Mark of the Rift, a focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can even kill some enemies instantly. Each party member has a personal focus meter, but all the party members gain focus when a single member deals damage. Okay. Oh, that's going to be quite useful. I'm going to assume nothing is here. Bro, cast some fire on you or something. I see kind of a light off in the distance. Great. Wolves. Shouldn't have saved the bastards. I can't see jack shit. But I'll just keep heading in this direction. God, I had to walk through all of that. Alright, come on. Use that mercenary training. Oh. And it looks like we got signs of life.
Thank the Maker.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Where is Corypheus now?
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead, or without Haven, we are thought helpless, or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
Yelling won't help, or I should help plan. Yeah, I should help plan.
They're arguing about what we do next. I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help, even yours, perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall, and now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I didn't die and come back.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw, or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
Should we believe Corypheus?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, Tevinter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
He said the heavens are empty.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
We need more than faith.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. You can't match that with hope alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long, and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
A word.
Alrighty then. I can just see the copyright claim.
A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is Elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
How do you know this?
Alright. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
You're right to be worried.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Nice. But how is anybody supposed to get here? Ugh, that's terrible stuff again.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He wanted the anchor.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did, and we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
Great. Just great. I don't want this.
And just what are you going to do if I don't want this? I did my part at the breach and in Haven. That should be enough.
We've all sacrificed, but we're not done. You're not done. If nothing else, Corypheus still wants you dead. If the Inquisition disappears, and it will, without you, you will be alone. I believe the Maker intended you for this. We need each other. But how you lead us, that is for you alone to determine.
Now, that's not what I would have said. I would have just been like, y'all don't want to put somebody else in charge of this, Cullen, perhaps? Special? Akunari will stand for us all. I'll set an example as a mage. I fight for order, not faith. I'll do it because it's right. Corypheus must be stopped. Sure, Akunari will stand for us all.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm a Kunari standing for Thetis. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
So this is where it begins.
A complete shithole.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action. But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Is he allied with Tevinter?
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Can he really become a god?
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, but this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Is his dragon an archdemon?
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight. We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Okay, we need more information.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
we do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
Introduce us.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
All right, so now we are actually into the meat of the game. We know who our enemy is, and we kind of know what's we need to stop, basically. So now that'll be the next focus on what we need to do. And of course, from this point on, this is where I'm going to actually start using some of the mods and stuff like that to go ahead and get power and to go ahead and get money, so I don't have to worry about all this stuff. Because again, it's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of having to do side quests and stuff like that. That's just going to slow things up. So don't want to delay things as much as possible. Just want to go ahead and be able to jump into the meat of things. So in the next video, we'll see who Varric is going to go ahead and introduce us to. Of course, I'm pretty sure you all know who it's going to be. So yeah, that'll be fun. But if you like the video, like the video. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I have a lot of things on the channel, and I will have many other things in the future. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.